What's going on, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Thank you again for joining for yet another video here in North Carolina, in our little patch of heaven here in Central North Carolina. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for all this, the new likes and joins over at the Facebook page as we prepare for this contest. It's a work in progress, so as I film this, we've not yet drawn a winner. This video will actually be the Friday video, so the winner will have been announced already on the Facebook live stream. So if you're seeing this, you have no idea what I'm talking about, go check out the Mr. Ferguson Lawn page on Facebook. We should have done a live stream and picked the winner. So congratulations to the winner, whoever you were. I hope you enjoy the hat, and we'll be mailing that out today, which should be Friday when you're seeing this, getting it out to you, or Saturday. So hope you enjoy it, and we need some pictures from the winner, whoever they are, because we want to share them here. But again, for all those that didn't win, all the losers like me, just kidding, I love you guys. We hope to sell some of these hats. If you guys are interested, again, I need to see some energy from you guys. You guys are too quiet in the comments. If you're interested, if you would be interested in buying one of these hats for 25 bucks or so, I'm not looking to rip you off. I will say very cautiously that I had a gentleman that I know, very nice guy. He gave me a donation towards hats. Because he knows it's expensive to get such things off the ground. I don't have a way to sell things. So this is all new to me. But if we have a desire and a will for t-shirts and hats, that's the two things, and maybe stickers at some point, little square Mr. Ferguson stickers like this or something. If you guys are interested in some of that, I know some people collect lawn care stickers, they like that. Some shirts that might have the emblem, that might be like a lime green color, and then the hats like this. Let me know if you guys are interested in merch. If we see enough support generated, then it's something that I will pursue. But obviously, you know, I don't want to go out and spend a lot of money and be like, oh great, you know, sorry wife, don't kill me. So yeah, leave your comments below on the Facebook page. Let me know what you guys think about that. So we're going to talk about lawn stuff. This is not a midweek quickie. This is, you know, our Friday video. I want to start your weekend off right with a lawn care video, but I do want to talk about something personal. I got word late last night, which for you guys it's Friday obviously, but for you guys it's earlier this week. It's Tuesday today when I'm filming this, that, as some of you know, I was in the military. I was in the military 12 years in the North Carolina National Guard. I went to Iraq 2 times. So I am a veteran. I love my country. I love supporting my country. And it's because I went to some of these areas that were dry and desolate and overseas that I love grass, and I love my country even greater for seeing how much God has blessed the United States of America. And so that's one reason I'm into the loving of lawn care and taking care of a nice healthy lawn. But my gunner on that deployment, I found out that he killed himself and killed his wife. And you're talking about a blow. It caught me off guard. Now, I was never close with this guy. He was younger than me, obviously. He was one rank below me at the time. I don't know how long he stayed in the military. We never really even kept up. But to get the news from some of your former soldiers of, hey, your gunner, this is what happened, and it's in the paper. And it's like, dude, like, oh my goodness. It really hit me hard, because back in those days, I wasn't living my life for the Lord like I am today. I was living for myself. I was newly married. I'd been married like a year, 2 years. It was new to me. I was young and I was wild, and I was doing whatever I wanted to do, drinking, cursing, living like everybody else, living for myself, not knowing, not caring, whatever, living for Stephen. And it hurts my heart that I was not a better witness to this boy, to this friend. And that really hurts me. It really does. And so the reason why I'm expressing this and even saying this in a lawn care video is, don't take your life for granted. Don't take your time for granted. Life is too short. We are never promised tomorrow. We can work out here in the lawn and make it look just as good and be in a car accident tomorrow and we're gone. And did you spend the time with your family you should have? Did you live for the Lord like you know that you should? Did you set the example to your children the way you should? Is it all about the lawn? The lawn is great, and I love working in lawn care, but there's more important things in our life than grass and work. It's the Lord Jesus Christ for me, and I know that. I just want to remind you, it's a shocker to my system, and you're like, yeah, I know. And when it happens in your life, you know what I'm talking about. It makes you think, hey, life is too short. Please, there's people out there walking around hurting, desperate. They don't know where to turn. And some of us have the answer that know the Lord Jesus Christ. If you know Jesus and have a personal relationship with him, you know what I'm talking about. You have love, you have satisfaction, you have hope, you have life. You're a happy person if you know Jesus. Most of us, not all of us, but the people of the world don't have that, and they need us to know the Lord, to be able to share him with the world. And so I would just encourage you, if you're walking around miserable today, if you need somebody to talk to, you guys can always message me on Twitter. You can message me on Facebook here in the comments section. You can give me your email address. If you're going through depression, suicidal things, please reach out. I will talk to you. I am not some big time YouTuber that I don't have time for somebody that with a more serious need than lawn care. The lawn is great. I'm no counselor, but I know the great counselor, and his name is Jesus, and he will make a difference in your life if when you get to that point that you're just like, I've had enough of it. So I just want to share with you guys, life is too short. Please remember what's important in life. Hug your wife, hug your daughters, your sons, spend time with them. And this is like a PSA, but it brought I felt bad about who I was back then, and I didn't do more to impact this guy's life. And so the people around you, they're watching you, they're seeing what you do, how you talk, how you act. And I would just encourage you, if you don't know the Lord, if you're not right with him, get your heart right, because that sin, man, it messes us up. So anyways, with that said, let's get into some lawn care stuff. So guys, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to get into in this video. It's been a pretty crazy week, but I do want to show you the backyard here on the back steps that we last video put down the Double Dark from Yard Mastery fertilizer, 1600 with 6% iron in it. And I can tell there's a color change. Now, the reason why I can tell is because we had a little bit of rain yesterday, and that we had some sprinkling the day before. And I can tell there's a little bit of darkening up of the grass. It's not super duper dark. It's not crazy stupid dark. It's just darker, and I've noticed there has been a color change already. So as you can see, maybe you can notice, the neighbors just cut their yard yesterday. It actually looks pretty good over there. The way they cut it, it looks pretty awesome, but there is a color change. So far, we're not deep in, we're only on like day 4 of throwing this down, but I've been watering a little bit with the sprinklers, and we've had a little bit of rain come through and wash this in. Today is cut day, so I am going to mow it. So I'm not sure exactly what we'll see in the rest of these videos, what we're going to cover, but there is a color change happening because the rain has washed it in. So yeah, just wanted to give you that quick update. We will continue to watch it as it gets darker. You know, you guys will see it obviously on the videos, but if it's a noticeable change, especially after I mow today, we'll definitely fill you in and let you know. So I've got to check, but I'm hoping the soil test results come in this week before we wrap this video up and get ready to go out. I want to be able to share that with you, discuss it, see where I need to pinpoint what I need to do here in my lawn and get on the soil test. One thing that I will mention to you guys is Mr. Kevin actually led the way. I've had this on my mind, and Mr. Kevin kind of solid, you know, he sealed the deal for me. Alan Hain actually put out a video. I was impressed because our last midweek quickie, it did really well, which has surprised me. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. But we talked about prepping for summer. We talked about potassium. We talked about my experience last year, how my lawn just literally melted away. The sun just melted away my lawn right before my eyes with the sun. It just, boom, just killed it. And it's because I was very low on potassium. Well, the last lawn care nut video, I would encourage you to watch it. He always does a great job. It was a very informative video, but Alan put it out talking about his methods of how to do it. And one of the things that I haven't tried and am going to now, and again, because Mr. Kevin brought it up, was Hydretane. Excuse me. Hydretane, if you're not familiar with it, it's in the Alan Hain video. He shows you an example of how it actually works, but it pulls moisture out of the humidity of the air and basically brings water down to the plant, which is really super scientific and really cool. One of the things me and my wife has been discussing is the high water bill. The bill is going to be ridiculous. You keep watering. And so I think I'm going to talk about this in a future video about things that I'm going to change up for next year. And one of them is going to be the introduction of Hydretane into my lawn care plan, because I do want to reduce my water bill, and we're going to test it. I've already got a bottle on the way. And I'm going to put it down. And Mr. Kevin's already, he's the first one that said it. So I'm kind of copying him in a way. I want to say that. I want to give Mr. Kevin credit. He's ordered a bottle. I've got a bottle coming. We've been putting the CK down. We've got a stress blend that I think Mr. Kevin got. And I gave him one of my stress blends that I've got. So we're working on that. So we are prepping for the summer here in North Carolina. But one of the things I think I need to do is Hydretane, do a video on it to show you guys my test. I want to test it out on a plant and see if I get the same results as Alan Hain did. And we're going to apply that to the lawn, and hopefully it will help reduce watering, because, man, it's like summer just hit hard this year. And with a mixture of the Cool Blue, we need to do something, and we need to take care of the lawn. So that'll be coming in the future. We'll talk about Hydretane. So I just want to let you know I purchased that product finally after months and months and months and months and over a year of thinking about it. Maybe I need it, maybe I don't. We're purchasing it. We're going to try it out, and excited to test that product. So guys, back inside, you can see there's our first soil test from 5/13/2020, and below it 5/5/2021. It is still processing, so they are still working on getting the results. I'm hoping that we will probably get those results before I conclude this video. We'll look at the mow, and hopefully when we come back, we'll have some soil kit results to be able to talk about and discuss. So in typical Mr. Ferguson fashion, I got busy after my walk listening to the radio, totally forgot to film footage of me mowing, so please forgive me. But you can see, I think you can see a little bit more. It's roughly 4 o'clock. You can see, I think, the double dark fert really starting to kick in. I don't think we're even at its peak yet, but the mow looks great. The trees and the mulch, man, I think it looks awesome. So let me know what you guys think. I think it looks great. We went with our standard mow, which is my north to south, or what I call it. Again, my wife's kind of added to the bed over here, so you can see all the different plants we've got. We actually bought some of these puck lights over at Lowe's the other night. They look really cool at nighttime, like literally at dark, not a moment before it's dark outside. They shine on the post and on the flag here, so that looks really cool. And then over here, you guys have seen this, but you know, we put some lights over here, so when these bushes get a little bit bigger, you won't be able to see the lights, but the lights are pretty neat, and nobody we noticed on the street has them, so kind of sets us apart just a little bit. And then she's got some of her flowers here, but in the front yard, you know, you can tell a little bit, at least I think you can. The double dark is starting, since of this water, like we talked about, I believe this morning, the double dark is starting to kick in, and the iron is starting to show. And you can even see the last mow that I did still imprinted, because I ran over it twice, but it looks awesome. And there you go, the tree ring looking awesome. This little area right in front of me was a little dry, and I just put some water down over here. And over here in the front, you can see this is our normal mow by the mailbox. It looks better when I cut it this way. I think it looks really sweet. It looks like carpet. And then over here, like I said, I did water over here, so it kind of messed up the stripes, but looks really cool. So didn't show the mow, but you know what I did. I went back and forth with a lawnmower, and this is the results. So I think it looks really sweet. The double dark is looking awesome. The grass is looking awesome. Right here is a hot spot that always stresses out, so I'm having to water this section and get water here. And of course, we've got some dead grass and thinning across the road, but hopefully Hydretane that's coming is going to look sweet. Or not look sweet, but going to work well and keep moisture in the yard. That's what it needs. But it's looking pretty sweet right now, guys. I have to admit, the double dark so far, from the little bit of water that we've gotten the other night, it's starting to look awesome. So wanted to update you on that. Also, I wanted to show you my newest addition to the truck. I got my GCI sticker, I got my at Mr. Ferguson lawn sticker, my yard mastery, and my lawn care nut. So I thought that sticker looked really awesome. It did come off well. So I'm not thrilled about the positioning of the bottom stickers now, so I may rearrange that. But I thought that top sticker looked really cool, and the color scheme, the green and the red. So yeah, advertising, free advertising for the channel to try to grow a little more. All right, guys, so it's Wednesday, and I just logged into Yard Mastery, and as you see, 5/5/2021 completed. I have not even looked at this yet. So we're gonna look at this together live, and we're gonna see exactly what my soil test tells us. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. And here we go. Wow. Not good. So, okay. So the first thing is our phosphorus is off the charts. Our pH, let's start with the over here. So we see our chart over there, some good, some bad, some ugly. So let's go over here. So our pH, 6.58. So that's optimal. Our nitrogen is currently low when I took this. That makes sense because when I sent this off, we were at the latter half of our second flagship application. We just put down the double dark. So that makes sense. So the nitrogen is on the lower end, so understand that. So no big deal there. Our phosphorus down here is super high, which is odd, 16.6 when you want to be between 5 and 11. So that is odd. Not sure why that would be so high up unless it's just natural in the soil. We haven't put any starter fert or anything down in a while, so that has me. That was also the case in my first soil test, so that makes me wonder if my soil is naturally high in phosphorus. Potassium, guys, look, we are still ridiculously low in potassium, 13.36, and you want to be at least at 38. So we are still super duper low in potassium. I am so glad I did this because now, you know what that tells me? I'm going to go ahead and throw down the stress blend. Yes, we just did double dark, and double dark is 1600. Well, it's the summer blend is 7-0-20. Well, we're already not even in optimal range for nitrogen, so we are very good to throw that down, and we need to get up our potassium, so we'll be doing that. Sulfur, we're low. Sulfur, we're 1.51. Look at the fertilizer recommendation. Stress blend 7020 or Green Start and microgreen. So at label rates. So that makes sense. So let me turn this around and let's talk about this real quick. What really shocks me is I'm kind of shocked at how low the nitrogen is. Of course, that fluctuates, I know. But I'm really, really shocked at how low the potassium is, especially with putting down the air rate, putting down CK. Clearly, that is just, if that was even calculated in this, it barely moved the needle at all. And I really need a shot of stress blend, maybe two. I'm gonna redo another soil test. Maybe in June, we'll do another soil test, but we need to throw down stress blend. We definitely need to get that potassium up for sure. That is my biggest concern. Very glad I did this. Again, why are we talking about this? Why am I showing you a soil test? Why are we even discussing it? Because last year, just to remind you, my yard melted away due to lack of stress relief, which is potassium, which is what we're looking at right here. And I'm in the same boat right now that I was in last year. So we're going to throw down summer blend. Likely on the next video, we'll do that. And we'll see what kind of visual difference we got. But it's really not a visual thing. It's a nutrients and soil thing. So we want to make sure we set up our grass for success. So ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for today's video. We'll wrap it up here. It's raining. It's been raining all day long, and I couldn't be happier that it's been raining all day long. It's watering in the double dark. The iron levels are probably going even higher off the charts, but the yard is looking fantastic. So I'm anxious to get out now that we've got our soil test in. We've reviewed it. We see kind of where we're at. Micronutrients and K, potassium. That is what we're working on. So I've got stress blend already in the shed. It's just a matter of throwing it down. So we're going to do that just as soon, probably tomorrow, which will be Thursday for me. You're seeing this on Friday, but we will make sure and throw that into the video. We want to water that in, and I'll be doing more of the biostimulants for sure, to focus on micronutrients as well as the sulfur, the boron, the copper, things of that nature, of things that it was showing us. I'll have to continue to look at my soil test and see where do I need to focus. I want the healthiest lawn I can with the products that I have. So thank you guys for watching yet another video. I hope it's been informative, helpful, entertaining for you. Please subscribe or consider subscribing. If you're not, we would appreciate it. We would love to have you a part of the Mr. Ferguson community. It's a privilege and an honor to be able to make these videos. I hope it entertains you. You guys enjoy your weekend. I hope you have a great one. I hope you're getting rain. If you're experiencing gas shortages like we here in North Carolina, I pray the Lord is with you, will guide you to where to go to get that gas, because times are crazy, and thank the Lord that he lives inside my heart, that I know where my trust lies. It's in him. So you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your family. Hug them. To take advantage of the time that we have on this earth and live it to the best of your ability for the Lord Jesus Christ. God bless you. We'll see you in the next video.